Well, hello there. It's a little cold this morning. Please excuse the sweater. It's about 50 degrees outside in Destin. We're not used to these horrible temperatures, and so it's also frigid in the building. I'm the first one here as usual, so got to have a sweater if I want to do this video, and I got some great information for you. So let's get right into it today. We're going to look at 5 reasons why listing a little bit before peak season may be in your best interest. And so the first reason right off the top, people set goals at the beginning of the year. That's just how the human mind works. Go into any popular gym mid-December, it's a ghost town. Go there January 2nd, wow, million people. Go there January 18th, ghost town again. But people are naturally inclined to set goals for the year, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, that sort of stuff. And so just like you have selling in 2025 on your horizon, there are people that want to buy here in 2025. So what would be the harm in putting your house showcased front and center in front of the buying public? So absolutely nothing. In fact, we have a lot of February closings that come from early January contracts. So, the first reason is just goals. That's how people think. The second reason is also compelling. The seller is not as rushed. Okay, so I have sellers, especially the vacation condos. They'll want to collect the spring money. They'll want to collect the summer rush funds, from the tourists. Then they'll call me in September. Hey, we're about ready to put it on the market. We really need to liquidate it before the end of the year. Well, maybe it needs a fresh coat of paint. Maybe it needs some, do something with the old hideous Golden Girls reject furniture. Maybe there's 4 weeks worth of stuff we need to do to get it market ready. Well, if you do that, now it's end of October. What happens if a hurricane comes? So, you kind of put yourself in a bind. We can still make it happen, but why not? If your goal is to close in 2025, go ahead and do it. Go ahead and put it on the market. You're not rushed. If we need to tweak some of the marketing work we're doing, we still have some time, And so, not being rushed means less stress in a person's life normally. So if we can find ways to reduce stress these days, why not go for it? And number 3, less competition. You remember earlier in the video, I said, we have February closings every year based on January contracts. Well, Doug, no one buys anything outside of spring and summer. That's just a fact. Well, there are all sorts of facts out there. And the truth be told, if you look at the statistics, the overall number of transactions does decline in the quote-unquote off-season, but it's around 10 to 15% from peak. It's not that much difference. There are plenty of transactions. You cannot pick one day in our MLS, one business day, where there are 0 transactions. Somebody listed, somebody sold, somebody put something under contract, someone did a price reduction. Every day is business day in real estate. So, if there's less competition, think about it. So, you take one of these big high-rise hotels. Would you rather be one of 4 for sale and just say the Resorts of Pelican Beach? Or would you rather be one of 19? So where do you think you'll get a better price? If you're one of 4 or if you're one of 19? So, if you need to sell in 2025, why not do so when there's a little less competition? Another factor, so the vendors are less busy this time of year. So let's say you need the unit painted. That's a very common thing. If it's been on rental service 7, 8, 10 years and you haven't painted it, it may be looking a little rough. And it made you good money, so can't be upset. But, it needs a fresh coat of paint. The fresh coat of paint is going to help with any lingering odors that may be in the property. It's going to make it look better for the photos. So it's a smart thing to do. Well, if you wait till March or April, these painters might be backed up, the good ones at least 6, 7, 8 weeks. Do you really want to waste 8 weeks waiting on a painter? So this time of year, and incidentally, if you have to sell in June or July, and that place is going to need a painting, let's go ahead and get it painted. The tourists aren't going to mess it up in 2 months, And so the home cleaners, the condo cleaners, they're less busy. And this is the time of year you can go to them and say, hey, let me pay you a little extra money. Do a hardcore top to bottom cleaning for us. And so we can get it looking great for pictures. So there's less competition. The vendors are or more open to work. And then finally, it's easier to show your unit. You know, I work with buyers as well, and I can tell you, I don't like working with buyers in peak season. In fact, I'll probably hand them over to someone else in the office because it's insane. Typically, you have what's called turnover day. You have Saturday from anywhere from 11 to about 1:30 or 2. That's not long, you know. That's your window to show condos for a week. So if you've got someone in the $700,000 price range, they may want to look at 5 units. Incidentally, you've got 1 million tourists leaving town that morning, and you got 1 million more coming into town. So there's all sorts of traffic and whatnot. And so, you know, planning on showing more than 3 units during that window right there, oh, I don't like the odds are not in your favor. And so this time of year, I can call or text a listing agent 14 minutes before showing a property and say, hey, you know, your unit over there at Shoreline Towers, can I get in it? And they're like, well, of course you can get in it. It's empty. And so I could take a buyer this time of year and show them 4 condos in hour and a half, you know, and that's if they linger, you know, so it's literally, you know, 3 minutes from one unit to the next. So it's no big deal. So, you know, those are some compelling reasons to list your home in January. If you got some value out of this, I certainly hope you did. My former alma mater hopes you got some value out of me. So if you got some value out of this, click that like and subscribe button, if you will. And when you're ready to go forward with the process and selling your destined condo, I'd like a shout out. My name's Doug Rogers with Remax Coastal Properties, 318-613-1994. Either give me a call, text, or reach out on this video. But whatever you do, make it a great day.